Hi, I'm Kenny.
Hi.
I use all pronouns, of course.
Sure.
Yeah, true.
I'm sorry, you said you use what pronoun?
I use all pronouns.
Oh, you use all of them?
Yes.
Okay, you're a she, right?
You could say that, yes.
Okay. Just so I know what I'm dealing with here, how many genders are there?
Multiple.
Okay, interesting. All right, what's your question?
But of course, you want to know that there's only two genders, correct?
Yes, there are.
Male and female, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you would consider yourself a high-value man, correct?
Nope, never said that.
No.
I don't think you can attribute that title to yourself. I think that's something that other people recognize.
Other people recognize. So you yourself, that you recognize that you are high value?
I mean, if people see me that way, I don't think you can really call yourself that's like calling yourself alpha. I think that's very cheesy and tacky. I think your reputation precedes you. That's what I think it should be, or how it is.
Okay. And you yourself, you say you have a wife, correct?
No, I don't have a wife.
You don't have a wife. Okay. But you do find yourself accompanied with other women, correct?
In what way?
I mean, you could. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought she meant like on the show, because we bring girls on our show and everything.
No.
Okay. Yeah, so like me dealing with other women?
Yes.
Yeah, what about it?
Okay. Do those other women, value themselves? What kind of career do those women have when they come to you?
I mean, I don't really care about it.
Why not?
Because generally speaking, men don't care about a woman's career. We just don't.
But you said you should bring more to the table. So why not a career? Why not a high-paying value
All right, well,
job?
let's go through this. So let's say I told you, me and you were on a date, right? And I told you, hypothetically, again, you could, the purpose is bear with me here. I know you hate me and everything, but yeah.
Oh, I don't hate you. I'm just trying to see.
So let's assume, right, we're on a date and I tell you, hey, look, I have like this awesome Jordan collection. I got these designer wallets. I got like this walk-in closet. It's awesome. Okay. What's your thoughts with that?
You buy a lot of expensive things, yes.
Okay, so what else comes to mind when I'm talking about my obsession for fashion?
You like fashion. You like to dress up, essentially.
Okay, but what's your opinion on that?
What else is my opinion?
Would it be fair to say
you're a rich man because you can afford Jordan's designer clothes?
Okay, but let me ask you this: would it be fair to say that you'd be indifferent to me saying that?
Yes, because what's the point?
Pause that. Thank you. That's exactly how we feel about women's careers.
What? What do you mean?
No, hold on, no. I really want you to take that in.
Huh?
That same level of indifference, right, that you have for me having an awesome wardrobe or sneakers or whatever, you're indifferent to it. That's exactly how men feel about women's careers, and I'll explain what I mean by this. Because my wardrobe doesn't benefit you, right? It doesn't benefit you.
No.
Same thing. A woman's career doesn't benefit us. It doesn't benefit us because we're still going to be expected to be a protector and a provider. So this is why, in general, men don't care about women's careers. It doesn't benefit us. Just like my shoe collection doesn't benefit you.
But you can't attribute a piece of wardrobe to a career.
I'm just giving you a functional equivalent. That's how, the way you view the whole closet thing. That's how we view women in women and education and a career. We don't care.
Okay, so you're saying I should value myself less to achieve a man who will protect me, provide everything I need. Basically, rich, tall, strong, masculine. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't think you should value yourself less.
But you said women deserve less, so therefore, I deserve less.
Yeah, I don't think men should be simping on women. They got to earn that.
But you clearly haven't earned it yourself, because no one respects you right here.
I'm sorry?
But you clearly don't deserve it either. You're saying men should not be simps for women, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Men shouldn't be simps for women because let's say, they have too many cons instead of pros. So women should be leaning to more the submissive, the more traditional housewife, not a feminist either.
You're kind of jumbling a bunch of things together. I don't quite understand what you're trying to ask or say here.
So you want... Oh, I'm sorry. I'll explain this in crayon eating terms.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Why should not men not be simps? especially if you're looking for a long-term relationship, let's say a wife, you want to have kids, you want to settle down.
I think you mean why should men not be simps?
Yeah, why shouldn't they?
Well, the problem is that when you're a simp, women don't respect you. Women don't respect simps.
Okay.
They just don't.
So
This
what
is
if
just
it's
the reality.
Okay. If it's the other way around, women should not be simps for men.
Well, no, actually, women should simp for their man.
But why?
Why?
Because women deserve
Because,
less?
Okay, I'll tell you why. Because men typically know how to deal with attention and validation from women better than women do, and I'll tell you what I mean by this. So a young man will go through his life a lot of the times, maybe not get a kiss from a girl, maybe not get a gift from a woman, maybe not have a date, whatever it may be. It's really hard for a lot of guys. So when guys get attention or affection from women, we typically tend to remember that, right? Men might go through their entire life without getting a gift, versus a woman, she's going to be courted, she's going to get simps on her all the time. Women don't really know how to appreciate male attention because you guys get so much of it, right? But us, on the other hand, men, especially when they've worked to made themselves attractive, we know how to appreciate women treating us well. But women typically don't know how to appreciate men treating them well. This is why guys get stuck in the friend zone, right? So it's completely different. Because since we don't get the abundance of attention that you guys do, we're able to better appreciate that attention when we do get it. Does that make sense?
So why don't you put yourself out there more? Be more attractive to women, of course.
This is what I tell guys to do. But that takes time.
But it takes time?
Takes a lot of time.
To make yourself attractive?
For men, yes. The things that make a man attractive take time to accumulate.
Okay. In your own words, what makes a man attractive?
A bunch of things. Competency, network, income, title, the ability to be a leader, experience. This is basically the things that men need to have in place to be attractive to a large demographic of females.
Okay. What should a man's title be?
I'm sorry?
You said title. What does title mean? And of course, in your standards.
Oh, I mean as in like what he identifies as his like career.
As his career?
Yes.
So you're saying...
What he does for a profession.
Okay.
Men are typically defined by their careers.
All right.
And what they do.
All right. So what are women defined as? Instead of, boobs, breast, and all.
Having a family.
Having a family?
Yes.
And that's
raising the next generation of children and people.
Okay, so you're saying...
I think that's the best thing a woman can do, not her career.
Okay. So men should not be simps for women?
Yep.
Not even including their wives?
Well, even with your wife, you don't want to be a simp. Obviously, you don't want to be a pushover. I'm saying treat her well, obviously, but you don't want to be a simp either. Because remember, let me define simp for you. Being a simp is basically showing an unreciprocated amount of attention and validation to a female that's not doing the same.
So what if she is doing the same?
Okay. So we have a few more minutes. Let's go to the next person.
You know what? Sure. Of course. It's been a pleasure talking
Sure.
with you, Kenny.
No problem.
He, she, they, pronouns.
Sure.